Colorado's strength and conditioning coach is moving to the Green Bay Packers, to the NFL, to the Green Bay Packers. And word on the street is the defensive coordinator, well, the defense convert, Savell Smalls, is taking more reps at the tight end's position, and he looks to be the guy at the tight end's position. There's a lot to talk about. College football is coming up with their own NIT. Like the invitational tournament. You know, basketball has that invitational. College football, because now we have 12 teams in the playoffs, college football is coming up with their own NIT. For those teams that do very well during the season, but do not get invited to the 12-team playoffs. I've told you before that we're starting with 12. It was 4. We went to 12, 24, 32. It's coming. Okay? We got a lot to talk about. College football, Colorado. Let's go. I go by the name of Harry Billion. Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to TLP Sports Club. You are now watching TLP Live. This is Free for All Friday. I want to welcome you. I'm your host, Harry Billion. Like I said, off the top of the show, I also want to say salute to all of my people that are watching from the Billionaires Mindset. That's my other YouTube channel. I want to thank you. If you have the capability, you're watching from an iPad or a computer, or you have the capability of pulling up a second tab to pull up the Billionaires Mindset. All right? And Billionaires Mindset, heirs is not like, it's HEIRS. So it's Billionaires Mindset. You just type that in, it'll come up. I'll put the link right here while we are talking real soon. But like I said, there's a lot to talk about around Colorado. There's a lot going on in the Colorado locker room around the Colorado Buffaloes team, and I want to welcome everybody. Please do me a favor, if you can, hit that like button. Make sure to share the video if you are able to share it. I appreciate it. My first listeners, guys, hey, what's up? Shirley Kimball in the chat. Shane ENT, what up? Top of the AM to you. So you're in the AM, Shane, and I'm in the PM on Eastern time. So welcome, guys. We got a lot to talk about around the Colorado Buffaloes team, but college football as a whole. And then I got a lot to also get into with the Big 12. If we got time, we're going to jump into the Big 12. I want to look at how the Big 12 shaped up in 2023 because college football season is almost here. Now, week 0, which is August the 24th, week 0 is coming up in 8 days. Let me see if I can find that for you. All right, and see if I can find the countdown, and I'll put that up because college football is about to start. Our week start on the 29th. We start on the weekend of the 29th. But as far as college football as a whole, college football is going to be starting in 8 days, 0 hours, 55 minutes, 29 seconds. College football will be starting. All right. As you can see right there, week 0 games, August 24th, 2024. That's just 8 more days, guys. We've said so much. We talked about so much, whether it's on this channel. I mean, whether it's about who's going to win what. We'll talk a little bit about that today also. But we've gone over so much during the preseason. And I want to salute you. I want to thank you for being a part of the conversation. All of those who've been a part of the conversation. Those who've come on the panel. My guys, DC Carson, Phil, Tennis Channel. I haven't seen him in a while, but I understand why. But Tennis, Wild Dog. I mean, just if you've come on this panel, I want to say salute to you and thank you for holding me down all of this, throughout the whole preseason. There's so much to talk about in college football today. I'm going to cover a lot of ground. The show is supposed to be an hour, but by the time we get going, guys, 2 hours has passed and boom, we're already into 2 hours. So I'm going to try to keep it under 2 hours today, but there is a lot to talk about and we got a good show for you. So we're starting off with that breaking news, guys. I don't know if it's breaking news for some, breaking news for me. We're starting off with the breaking news that Rendrick Taylor, if I pronounce his name incorrectly, please forgive me. So Rendrick Taylor, you'll see him on the thumbnail, who was part of the strength and conditioning of Colorado, is moving on to the Green Bay Packers under a fellowship to start his career in the college football, in the NFL. So salute to him for that. Prime Effect 101, how you doing? All is well. Thank you for joining us today. I know a lot of you are at work and you may not be able to, call in, but let me make sure I let those people who can call in or who want to call in, let me let you know, let me remind you of the email. The email is on the screen. It's jointlplive@gmail.com. jointlplive@gmail.com. And I would like to apologize to somebody who was stuck in the email last week. I'm so sorry that it was like sort of like at the end of the show and you emailed me and I left you in the email box. So apologize for, you wanted to come on the show and I did not, it was kind of late and I just kept talking and did not see that you wanted to actually join the conversation or come on the panel. So I apologize for that. But on your screen, guys, before we get too deep into the show, all right, on your screen, you'll see jointlplive@gmail.com. That's how you call into the show. You email me. I send you a link. You click on that link. You come onto the show. You don't have to show your face. You can just be on a blank face, put a photo to make it more interesting. But that's how you come onto the show. And when the football season starts in 8 days, guys, we're going to be, when we go live, guys, I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to come on the show. We're going to be talking a lot more about, we'll be talking a lot more in nuances. It's exciting when we have an opportunity. This is a community where people come and they have a lot of fun and they can talk football. There's no wrong or right answers here. I just wanted to create a space where people can come and have fun and we can discuss the games. Unfortunately, because of copyright violations and not having the licenses, because I'm a small YouTube channel, you can actually make that a big, a thing and make me a little bit bigger if you just click on subscribe. If you hit that subscribe button, whether it's on my Billionaires Mindset YouTube channel or it's on the TLP Sports Club YouTube channel, I can actually get a little bigger and maybe one day I can actually show the game. But you're going to watch the game at your home. You're going to log on here. We're all going to talk. And I'm going to run my mouth. We're all going to run our mouths together. You get an opportunity to come in here, be in the chat, and have a lot of fun with people of like mind who are not here to make fun of each other or down anybody. We're just going to, just have a lot of fun in a football community where we can share our thoughts or whatever we're thinking about that play. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he missed the block. I can't believe Colorado just missed another score. I can't believe somebody messed up, yada, yada, yada. You know what we do. Let's get into the show with the breaking news. So let's go, guys. I'm excited, man, because football season is finally upon us, guys. My son is actually playing football for the first time. My little boy, 9-year-old Micah, he's playing football. You guys know Micah. If you haven't seen Micah, we got videos on the thing. But yeah, my little 9-year-old is starting to play football. They're starting him on the line, guys. They're starting him. I was a little upset because I'm like, my boy is skinny. There's no time in his life where his body is going to fill up to a lineman, but they're starting him on the line. And I had a little bit of something with the coaches. I'm like, he is not a lineman. And I'm so upset. But the guys are like, listen, calm down, Pops. Calm down, Pops. It's his first year to learn the fundamentals of the game. Just allow him to play on the line so he can learn the intricacies of this block, this hold, da. So I was like, all right, I calm down. We all good. All is well, okay? But I did tell him that he's Shador in the making, quarterback, linebacker, all right, wide receiver. I give them a laundry list of things that he should be. All right, so linebacker, quarterback, wide receiver, safety, and cornerback. And the boy's aggressive, and he's nice with it. So let's hope that one of those things come through. But for all of my coaches that are out, for all my coaches that are out there, just understand the fact that we're kind of living through our kids a little bit. Okay, this is an extension of us to them. Okay, so give us a chance. All right. So all the coaches out there, I apologize for the more aggressive parents. I'm not one of them, but I kind of speak up if I have to when I have to. All right, let's get into this show, guys. That's enough of the yada yada yada. Harry B, let's go, baby. All right, so the first thing, man. So the first thing is Colorado is actually wishing farewell to our strength and conditioning coach. Coach Prime is actually wishing farewell to him as well. Let me pull that up, guys. Make sure to take down that email, so that if you want to join the conversation, guys, you can come on and we can talk about it. All right. So Coach Prime is wishing farewell to his coach, and you know what I'm saying, that's what Coach Prime has talked about before. He's like, yo, man, you're we wish you well. We're sending you off. The primary goal is to get you to actually, have your dream, live your dream. You start off in college, and then if the NFL comes calling, you definitely want to make sure that you can do the things that you want to do on a professional level. So let's go ahead and play this, and then I think Coach Prime has something to say about this. So hopefully y'all be able to hear it. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear it, though. I'm gonna play it now, so y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear it. Hey, Surfer Boy, what up? Surfer Boy, I got an email that says Surfer Boy just subscribed. I'm like, man, I thought we was friends, man, all these years, and you just subscribing? YouTube is snitching on y'all. I'm like, dang, Surf, I thought we was friends. I thought we was cool, man. I know.
Congratulations, RT.
I thought we don't agree on everything, but dang, I thought you was subscribed already, man. Anyway, here we go, guys. Let me play this for y'all.
Congratulations, RT, my brother. Man, I appreciate you. You've been a blessing to the strength and conditioning.
Hey, somebody just let me know y'all can hear this. Oh, you subbed to my second channel. Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's what it probably was, so I apologize. I think that's what it was, because I think I'm getting the emails coming to the same. I got that. That's a network, so yes. Okay, so Prime Effect 101 said you can hear it. Good, thank you.
You are all that the young men, especially the Congratulations, RT, my brother. Man, I appreciate you. You've been a blessing to the strength and conditioning. You are all that the young men, especially the linemen, are truly going to miss you. But I'm excited and elated that you got promoted to the next level, which is the NFL. This is our second strength and conditioning guy that went to the NFL. This is our third coach in 3 seasons that have been elevated to the NFL, and I appreciate that, man. I'm so thankful for you. Congratulations, RT, my brother. Man,
I mean, and let me make this point, guys. I know a lot of us, not all of us are, Coach Prime loyalists. Not all of us are Coach Prime. We're not promoting Coach Prime like that, but you got to put some respect on this guy's name. And the reason why I say that is because Coach Prime, he is doing a work for a lot of people that are around him and a lot of people that look like us, okay? For him to get RT in the NFL, 3 coaches in the NFL, I don't know how you guys take that out there, but it's instrumental, like it's major. All right, because the NFL is like the next step up. In the NFL, that's where it's at. That's where you want to end up at, right? You start off high school, college, and then you go to the NFL. So, and it's about relationships. Coach Prime is not just it's not just in a space where he is being looked at by the world, but he's also influencing He's influential and bringing people in to the fold, and then sending them off to live their dreams. And I don't want to make this a black and white thing, but I want you to know and how important it is for opportunities for people that look like us. Because how many times do white people think about black people? How many times do black people think about white people? You think about the people that are next to you, people that look like you and that's your friends. So it's important to have people like us in positions where we naturally, as human beings, we think about our kind and ourselves anyway. So I never really fault any white person for saying, oh, let me put this white guy here. I never do that because I'm like, that's what I would do. If I have an opportunity, the first person I would think about is somebody that I either know or somebody like me, just because of my human nature. So that's why it's instrumental and it's important to have people like Coach Prime in these type of positions at these levels, because at the end of the day, we're going to think of each other or somebody that looks like us. So the fact that Coach Prime has this opportunity and is given the opportunity to these black men, and trust me, Coach Prime has a lot of white people around him, all right, and a lot of Asians and other people, all right, Spanish and whatever, right? I don't want to make it racial, but I wanted to make that point to let y'all know that Coach Prime is an equal opportunity guy when it comes to setting people up to live, to live their dream. He, whether it's the young men, and I know that when we talk about the NFL experience that's around Coach Prime, when we talk about that, people kind of like, they turn their nose up on that NFL experience. Oh, NFL experiences, it doesn't really mean that much. But if you think about it, the relationships, Coach Prime has brought in several NFL players to talk to the team. He's brought in people like I forget, Ray Lewis. He's brought in Ray Lewis to talk to the team. He brings in the people that he has relationships with. And you have to have relationships with these people for them to agree to be associated with you on that level, right? And in good standing. Some of these people, like, you can't just call them up and be like, hey, you ain't talked to me in 20 years, and now all of a sudden, sometimes you have relationships like that, right? I got friends from college where I don't talk to them at all, and then out of the blue, they'll call me and be like, yo, Harry B, I'm in town. I'm in New York. Let me pass through. I'm like, yeah, come on through. You know what I'm saying? So life is about relationships. And it's a thing that Coach it's important that Coach Prime is in the position that he's in. And I want to say congratulations to RT and moving on. Like, he was one of those faces that I see all the time. Like, I don't know if he's bow-legged or he has these crooked legs, you know what I'm saying, and if he works out, but he looks like he's one of those faces on the Well Out videos that I see. He's always walking around and he's trying to motivate the young men. It's kind of sad to see him go, but that's what you want. You want people to be able to live their dreams, and the Coach Prime is good for that. So regardless of how you feel or how you think about Coach Prime, you got to put some respect on this guy's name. He ain't promoting no gun culture. He ain't promoting no crime culture. You want to create all these crazy narratives and make it seem like Coach Prime is doing all these crazy things and he's not good for college football. He ain't good. Like, he's out here promoting gang violence. That's crazy. People in business would not mess with you if they know that that's what you do, if they know that you're a foul person. So whatever narrative y'all want to spin out there, all of you reporters and people who have secret agendas to just undermine what Coach Prime is doing at Colorado, just because you think that he's whatever, boisterous, or he's too bombastic, or he's not humble enough, those things, and then you want to use that and hide behind that to create these crazy narratives and throw him off. Because we know that it starts with the media. I've told you guys this before in videos. It starts with the media. It starts with the chatter. And then the organization like Colorado, when they can't take it no more, you force people out because it's always about the fan base. So you force people out of positions by creating crazy narratives that are not true. Sometimes outright lie. It may be based in like 1% truth, but it's the way that you're telling it, the way that you're positioning it, that is not correct, But then it tells a whole nother story. And then when the fan base get tired of it or they can't handle it no more, and people were not fact checked or do their homework, it's just easier to just get rid of the person. So that's why these narratives are dangerous. And I always make it a point to let you guys know, that when somebody that's major, that's on the scene, on a college football scene or a major outlet, when they put something out, I want to answer it, because you need people like myself out there. You need allies like me out there to debunk some of these things that are going on. All right. It's important to have allies out here to debunk a lot of these things, because the longer it lives out there, the more it poisons people's minds and it creates stuff in people's minds. And then eventually, if the person is not strong enough, like Coach Prime, to fight it, to combat it, the school ends up letting them go, because then it's all about the fan base. Too much negativity, even if it's not based in truth, will oust you. That's why it's important that we come out. We are the creators. We come out and we say it. Now, I have my gripes with them, because you know what? The smaller channels that are out here doing the Lord's work or doing their work and trying to help them out, they never give us shine. They're always giving shine to, like, when somebody says something real negative and the world picks, that's when those are the people that want to give shine. But that's just my little gripe. I let it out. Fine, let's move on. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm always gonna let it out. Coach Prime, hey man, y'all better reach out. All right, all your big networks and whatnot. Y'all better make sure y'all give some love to TLP Sports Club. And we got the BWBs, Coach Prime. Coach Prime, come on, guy. We're the bandwagon buffs. We are a large constituent of, what I'm saying? It's like in politics, because I'm also on the Billionaires Network, Billionaires Mindset channel. It's like in politics. You have your evangelicals, you have your MAGA people, you have your blacks for Republicans for Harris, or Democrats for Trump, and you have those little groups. Bro, you got the bandwagon buffs. And it's here at TOP Sports Club where it started. Y'all got to start showing us some love. Show us some love so I can grow just a little bit. You feel me? Show the BWB some love, because people in the Colorado fan base know where BWB comes from. It comes from right here. So if y'all can shout out BWB and give us some love, I can grow a little bit and I can feed my family. You feel me? It's just fair. Fair is fair. All right, especially if we're bandwagon busts and we are creating a safe zone where people can't just come and just talk, but they have an opportunity to, like, be in a community, and that is fun, and that can, like, what I'm saying, they can express their feelings and their frustrations without being being cussed out. This is the safest place to be. All right. Anyways, that's my message, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, let me make sure I'm not missing nobody trying to come on the show. Please forgive me if I am. All right. Okay, nobody wants to come on. I can still keep talking. Whatever. I got information today, so y'all can stay out there if y'all want. If y'all busy, y'all busy. Leave me alone. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Let's go with this one right here. Okay. Let me go bigger, and then. So here we go. This one is from Scott Proctor. Can I enlarge it for y'all? Come on, man. All right, there we go. There we go. Make it a little larger so you can see it. Scott Proctor says, I asked Colorado linebacker Nakai Hill-Green about Hilo. They spent 2 seasons at Michigan together. Winning is all he knows. He makes everyone around him better. He makes everyone around him better because he explains the why behind everything he touches, and he'll be behind everything he touches, and he'll be a huge part of why we do great this year. So Bruce Feldman with the blue check, that doesn't mean anything because he paid for it. He says, sources, Colorado is hiring Greg Hilo as senior defensive coach, where he'll work closely with Buffs DC Robert Livingston. Hilo is a former Michigan linebackers coach who spent time last season as special assistant to Nick Saban at Alabama. Has experience at multiple SEC and Big Ten. Let's see, is this a Big Ten schools? So I don't know if you want to say that's another breaking news. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can copy and paste this one into the breaking news or into that. You see the little information scrolling at the bottom. I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better. Shout out to getting better. let's do the ticker. Let's hide the ticker. All right, let's put like us like we straight up CNN right now. Yes, sir. You're messing with Harry B and the TLP Sports Club. Here we go. Let's see. We're gonna save that and let's show it. Hey, look at that. You see that? I'm straight up CNN right now. Yes, sir. Now it's scrolling at the bottom. I can just highlight anything and put it into the ticker. All right. So let me get your thoughts on that. What do y'all think about Colorado hiring? Yeah, like what does this mean? Because I don't know if you guys remember I don't know if you watched the Nakai Hill Green video that I made, but I gave some details about how he was Nakai Hill Green. He had played at different schools, but he played at Michigan, and he was pretty good at Michigan, but he left for some unforeseen reason, and then he went to Charlotte, and now he's with Coach Prime, and he's going to be one of those. He's one of those outspoken leaders. Excuse me. So he's going to be very instrumental this year. But now one of the coaches, like in this late period in the game, we're getting a new defensive coach. What do y'all think that means? Surf said I deserve to grow. Thanks, Surf, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. So what do y'all think that means? I got to remember that these different screens, I got to bring them up because I'll get stuck at the bottom. I'll forget that I'm little at the bottom, and I gotta bring myself back up. It's like you're directing live TV as you're going. So, all right. So, hey, shout out to StreamYard, yo. StreamYard, like if you paying for the subscription, shout out to StreamYard, man. I'm learning StreamYard and I'm getting a lot better with StreamYard. Can't y'all tell? All right, Surf said, yo, you deserve to grow, Harry B, man. I appreciate you, man. I do. I feel like, I'm out here, I'm working hard, but my numbers are stagnant, and people are watching the videos because YouTube is like, yo, 44,000 people have watched your videos. And I'm like, how the heck is 44,000 people watching the videos, but I'm only at 13,000? What are y'all doing? Like, come on, it's in my accent? It's in my pretty face? Because I know y'all hate people that look better than y'all, but it's in my soft Liberian skin. Come on, y'all, help the channel grow like everybody else. I see other people that got 20,000. I'm like, dang, how they get 20,000? I just need a few more and I'm there. Hey, stop crying, Harry B. Just do the work. Got it. Harry, that addition to all right, sir, what you saying here? Harry, that addition of a defensive assistant tells me Livingston needs the eye of a college coach to adjust to the college game. That's okay. All right, I see that. Okay, so TR said, bro, I'm subscribed. I appreciate you, man. For all of y'all that are subscribed, I appreciate y'all. And I want y'all to know that I work very hard on this channel to bring the information that I bring. And my information is just a little different, We have and I'm not just trying to give you breaking news. I'm trying to create an environment because people want to express themselves. People want to talk. They want to have somewhere where they can go. Like, what's the first place you want to go when you hear something happen in college football? I wanted to be here. All right, like your local YouTuber Harry B. That's where I want you to run to if there's breaking news in college football. Y'all run to TLP Sports and we have a discussion about it. Woo-wee. I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, I'm working hard. I'm trying to link myself away from college, from just Colorado and include it to college football. Sheesh. Anyways, all right, Harry B, you're getting ahead of yourself here. Let me put the link to my other channel for those of you who don't know. And at All right, guys. So right there on your screen, I'm actually I'm streaming on my other channel as well, Billionaires Mindset. That's my political channel. I'm just gonna call it my political channel. Let me stop playing around. It's my poly social channel. I like that term. So the Billionaires Mindset is my poly social channel where I talk about political issues and anything that happens outside of sports. I talk about it over there. All right. So I appreciate it if you guys can if you're able to open up a different tab and and just let it run because I need the hours. I got the subscribers there already. I just need the hours to monetize on the Billionaires Mindset channel. So if you can open up another tab and just let it run over there, that'll be great. I would appreciate it. All right. Okay, so thank you so much. All right, so now Surf said that if they're hiring a coach or an assistant coach this late in the game, right? Hilo, if George Hilo, then that means that they're talking about, or they already know that Livingston needs more senior experience or a set of senior eyes and ears. Even though he has Warren Sapp and others, they need somebody more senior. So that makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. So, and it can also say that Coach Prime really wants to go deep into the off season. Coach Prime is not trying to, and guys, on my other channel, I'm not wearing no hat. Only on this channel that I wear my hats. This is just my algorithm look. So I got to keep the hat, okay? It's the algorithm. The algorithm knows I wear hats on this channel. So I got to keep the hat. But if I'm on my other channel, this is how I am, all right? I'm kind of like Trump. I go off tangents, and then I give these stories, and then I kind of stay on the stories. I hate being like Trump, but it's all good. I don't hate the guy, like, as a person. I just hate his policies, and maybe I do hate him as a person. Get off of politics. Nobody in America wakes up to say themselves, I need that Liberian perspective. Your branding is all, fix that and turn up. I mess with you, Harry. Huh? Nobody in America wakes up to say to themselves, I need that Liberian perspective. Your branding is off. Why are you hating on Liberians, bro? Like, that's messed up. Why you that's what? Okay, that's why I like TLP is like the brand, right? I need that TLP. Like, stop playing with me, yo. Say you are wrong for that, bro. That's not right. Dang, bro. That is so not right. All right, so Bruce Feldman with the fake blue check. Y'all got $5 to give me so I can buy my own blue check? I don't want no blue check. Y'all keep your $5. You got to take care of the ash. Am I ashy? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Okay, let's get back to football. So yeah. So, all right. So yeah, I mean, I get it. So that means that if we're getting a coach now, this late in the process, the season is almost here. So there is emphasis on that defense because if we, man, I'm telling you, can you comment on the Ray Lewis group chat? Tell me about the Ray Lewis group chat because, guys, I got like 3 different YouTube channels that I'm actually creating for now. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've kind of like I haven't put up too many videos on this channel yet. I mean, this week because I'm kind of busy. But if you talk, what is TLP? Have you been keeping up with Weaver? Yo, I saw a Weaver clip, but it was too short. I saw a Weaver clip, and I'm like, yo, if Weaver might make the team, guys. Yo, Come on, y'all can send me stuff, right? I thought we was friends, guys. I thought we were creating a community here. Send me stuff. Anything Buff related, send it to me. I literally tell you my email every single day. This is an email I checked. I got the email right here on my phone. I can check it. But now, if y'all see something, y'all don't be afraid to send it to me. Oh yeah, I think Ray Lewis. I talked about Ray Lewis in the beginning, how he addressed the team, how Coach Prime, Coach Prime is actually, with his relationship, he's bringing people in. But so yeah, no, I if y'all got the link, send it to me, and then if I got time, we'll play it. But I got a lot of links to go. So that was the that's the George Hilo, the senior defensive coach, George Hilo information. All right. But y'all talking about a whole lot of other stuff. Like, what do y'all think about George Hilo? What do you think about Coach Prime bringing in a defensive assistant defensive coach this late in the game? Let me hear from y'all. I feel like y'all got so much information. Like, what do y'all think about George? Let me hear from y'all. Ray Lewis brought God into the picture. I think Coach Prime brought God into the picture. Coach Prime been preaching and teaching and all that stuff. They've been trying to stop Coach Prime from using Jesus and all that stuff. Surf says, Harry, you may have mentioned this, but Livingston would be going up against some OCs in the Big 12 that are offensive gurus. So the move is smart to get him some help in the booth. Okay. So I guess if he's going to be like a senior, I don't know if he's going to be on the grounds, because now college football has opened up the floodgates where you can have a lot of coaches on the ground. So I don't know if he's going to be on the booth. If he's going to be the bird's eye view, then that's pretty cool. So he might. So George Hilo might be the a bird's eyes view for Livingston. Okay. The basement says Weaver needs to gain 20 pounds to make the team. He will keep him. They will keep him on the practice squad until then. Yo, is that official information, or are you opinionizing that? Because I saw some clip. I saw just one. Let me not say some clips. I saw one clip where he was catching a pass, but I don't know if this is one of those things where you see a clip and then it disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we're going to see the highlights. Stephen Charles, do I have any? No, see right here, it says source. When was this released? August 15th. This information came out August, which was yesterday. This information came out. So this is not. And also keep in mind though, Livingston they didn't roll Livingston out. Livingston came out in the middle of the night, and they left it up to us to report the news. Coach Prime was not caught with Livingston shaking his hand, having some press conference. That didn't happen. Livingston came like midnight, like Midnight Mel. Sorry. There's a lot of new people here that don't know who Midnight Mel is. Mel Tucker. But anyways, yeah, Livingston was rolled out in the midnight. They kind of quietly did it. And then we, as YouTubers, we reported it. So I don't know that this guy coming in the 24th hour, like the 8 hours left to 8 days left to college football. I don't know that they're going to do anything official. I don't think so. Stacey said yesterday. So Stacey, they said it yesterday. Yeah, I didn't get that. It was if they rolled him out yesterday, I did not get that. I think I was doing a video on my African channel. I'm trying to save the world, guys. What can I say? I'm trying to save the world. God put me here with my mouth and says, "Go, Harry B. Go say stuff." So here I am. Oh man. Midnight Mel ran out in the middle of the night. Yes, Midnight Mail did run out in the middle of the night on a jet. I'm on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Okay. All right. So y'all see my little ticker? Y'all like the little ticker right there? If y'all got breaking news, somebody just type that breaking news, and I'll be able to put it on as a ticker at the bottom. I'm loving the ticker, the little CNN type thing going on right now. All right, what news? What other news you got, Harry B? Let's go. Oh, hold on. Is there anybody trying to come on here? Hey man, y'all better come on here. Let's talk about some of this stuff. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next thing here. It's like late summer. People are busy going on vacation, doing stuff. So I don't blame y'all for not wanting to come on here. It's all good. I at least got information that I can share, so I'm not just on here talking like, "Oh, where's my crew?" All right, let's hide this billionaire's mindset thing. Let's get it off the screen here. All right, where we at? Top 10 cornerbacks in the Big 12 in 2024. All right, here they are right there on your screen, guys. Travis Hunter, Takario Davis, Kobe Bryant. We start at the top with the top 10 cornerbacks in the Big 12 2024. We got Keenan Johnson. 2023, he had 29. What was TOT again? TOT, 1 interception. Was that T? I can't see. I got to put my glasses on. Somebody remind me what TOT means. What is that other site going to provide to us? I just subscribed. Oh, okay. All right, TR. That's a polysocial channel. So commentary on political and social commentary. TOT can't just be total. I don't think they'll just put TOT. 29 total what? TOT means something else. I remember. I don't remember what it is, but I know what it is. I just don't remember what it is. So somebody help me out. I'm kind of like live, so sometimes I do research behind the scenes before I do this. But I forgot what TOT means. Where my football people at? I don't want nobody to come and start blaming me like, oh, Harry B don't know anything about football. Harry B don't know anything about football, even though I've already admitted that I'm an amateur. Hey, I appreciate you, TR. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, man, my football knowledge is a little bit, nuanced. That's a good term. I love that term, nuanced. My football knowledge is nuanced. Okay, so somebody tell me what TOT means. Anyway, let's go down the list. Stop playing, man. All right, so we got number 10, Keenan Johnson. We got number 9, Jacob Parrish. This is from he's from so Utah Utes and K-State. So Jacob Parrish from K-State. He had 44 tackles, something. If he's a cornerback, then it's total. It's not touchdowns. No, this is a cornerback. So this is not. Cornerbacks are on defense. He did not catch. He can't have 44 touchdowns, and the school went undefeated. Nah, y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all cannot be as bad as I am. Where in the world? Who do I have on? Who's in the chat today? What are y'all doing? No football people in the chat? Come on, guys. The basement says total touch dunes. He said I deleted that. Yeah, you don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me and you, okay? It's like, people gonna come and give me. You're like, look who's in Harry B's comments. What you said? The total of tackles. Come on, Stacy. What is total of tackles? Okay, y'all. What are y'all doing? Y'all embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me, okay? They're gonna say, yeah, y'all BWBs for sure. Yo, this is what happens when my regular crew don't come on. See what you're doing to me out there, Tennis? You see what you're doing, Tennis? And where's my guy, Wild Dog? Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all killing me. Oh my goodness. All right, number 8. Number 8, Preston Hodge. Oh, Colorado has a couple. That's what's up. Number 8 is Preston Hodge, 2023. 48 TOT, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Is that punt something? PD. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Just say the acronym and pretend you know, Harry B. All right. So number 7, we have what's that? Berlin Lux, 2023, 38 TOT, 1 interception, 8. Hey Stacy, y'all, what are we doing? Okay, we can't have a bunch of BWBs. We got to mix this up a little bit. Oh man, oh man, y'all killing me. Number 6, we got Miles Purchase from Iowa State. Oh, okay. Berlin Lux was from Texas Tech. Miles Purchase, 56 TOT, 14 PD, 1.0 sacks in 2023. Zemaya Vaughn, 2023, 53 TOT, 1 interception, 6 PD. I know these terms, guys. I'm just on the spot. I can't remember. Number 4, we got Mello Dotson from KU. That's Kansas University for all my knowledgeable people. 2023, 48 TOT, 6 interceptions. I mean, 4 NITs, interceptions, 2 TDs. Hopefully that's TDs. 11 PD. Pass deflected. Okay. Pass deflected. Yes. See, Stacy? There you go. Let's go, Stace. Yes. Redeem yourself. You're usually on point. Like, you're giving me the information. So thank you, Stace. Please redeem us. Oh my God. Oh man. Cheryl C. Who's Cheryl C? Isn't Cheryl C like a content creator as well? Number 3 is going to be Kobe Bryant, 32 of 2023, 32 TOT. Hey, Surf, if you know this information, can you help us out, please? What is TOT? 4 interceptions, 5 PD, 5 pass deflections. Thank you, Stacy, for that one. Number 2, Tocario Davis from Arizona, 2023, 25 TOTs, 1 interception, 15 pass deflections. And then, of course, we get Travis Hunter. Number 1, Travis Hunter, 31 TOT, 3 interceptions, 5 PDs, or 5 pass deflections. We got some honorable mentions from Baylor. We got Caden Jenkins, Jacob Robinson from BYU, Corey Black from Oklahoma State, and then Garnett Hollis from West Virginia University. Total tackles. Oh, okay. All right, so Stacy was close. Stacy said total of tackles, but I guess, yeah, total tackles. All right. So I apologize, Stacy. Sorry, you just say it. So it's total number of tackles, I guess. TOT. Oh man. And you wonder why you're not growing, Harry. Lord have mercy. And you wonder why you're not growing. Oh, man. Yo, that ain't fair. This is not fair. Okay. All right. So that information that I just gave you, the information I just gave you guys, that was the top 10 cornerbacks in the 2024, top 10 cornerbacks in the Big 12 in 2024. That's what that information was about. Hey man, Yard man, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, Stacy, Stacy, you did tell me. You did say it. Total of tackles. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. So, what do you think about Colorado actually having two? Who's calling me? Stop calling me. What do you think about Colorado actually having two top cornerbacks in the Big 12? All right. So now we got Preston Hodge on the list. All right. So we got Preston Hodge on the list and we got Travis Hunter. So I mean, and keep in mind, people are when they rank us in the Big 12, they're ranking us number 11. You know, that was the CBS official ranking. And then I think ESPN ranked us either 15th, either 14 or 15th. And keep in mind, I didn't even make videos of those, right? So it was like, bruh, like y'all are tripping. Yeah, I don't know if y'all are failing ESPN for y'all to be ranking Colorado like at the bottom. That means you don't even know the daggone conference. Like for Colorado to be ranked lower than Cincinnati, Baylor, BYU, you don't even know the conference. Like you're just trying to just throw something at the wall and then have everybody going crazy and everybody talking about ESPN. I don't know if they have something coming out and they want everybody to pay attention, but it's kind of weird. Like you're just doing it. At this point, you're just doing it just to be doing it because you have to explain the reason why you're ranking Colorado that low. And I didn't even pay attention to it. I'm like, y'all don't know what you're talking about because y'all don't know the conference. If y'all knew the conference, you would definitely know that Colorado, number one, should be ranked higher than 11 because if you're taking players and you're ranking the individual players, and Colorado keep appearing on these lists, right? Colorado continues to appear on these lists. However, you take the team and then you say, no, we're going to rank you at the bottom. Like, okay, so what do you think? You think Colorado is just, you think the players are just not going to produce? What's the reason why you rank other players? Because you think like there are producers on their team. So you can't take, it's like, let me see if y'all, okay. It's like your favorite food. You're taking the ingredients out of the food and you say, well, I can rank this ingredient, but the food overall, I'm going to rank it low. You can't take the ingredients out of lasagna and be like, well, I like the fact that they're using ground beef over here. I like the fact that they're using ricotta cheese. I like the fact that they're using I like the fact that they're using spaghetti sauce or whatever, tomato sauce. And I like this and then you say, but I don't like the food. It's like, but as a whole, if you put it all together, I'm going to rank this at the bottom. Like, you can't, it don't make sense, man. Some of this stuff don't make sense, but I get it. You know, people have to do what they have to do to sell papers or to just, I don't know, man. y'all do what y'all got to do. All right. And here we go. For those of y'all who are, hey, have y'all noticed that I'm holding down this show all by myself? I'm doing pretty good live by myself. This is weird. I guess I'm getting better. I'm literally holding down an hour show by myself. This is pretty impressive. This is impressive. Okay, Harry B, let's go. You're getting better. This is actually a testament to, and I want to thank DC Carson Music. I want to thank Phil So Real. I want to thank Surf. I want to thank like pretty much everybody that's been pressuring me, that's been pushing me to get better. TH has been pushing me to say, hey man, get better, telling me I suck. I'm just comedy. But look at me holding down a show by myself. Ain't nobody on the panel. I'm growing, TR. I'm becoming a legacy football guy. Let's go. Even though I don't know what total tacos mean. It's all good. Oh my goodness. Hey, DC, I'm getting better. What do you think about this? This is crazy, isn't it?
It's phenomenal, bro. I'm listening to you while I'm handling the business, so I figured I'd jump on for a moment.
What'd you say?
I said I'm listening to it while I'm handling the business, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump on for a moment and give my brother congrats for holding it down. Great job, bro.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. I want to thank you guys for, helping me behind the scenes, helping me on the scene, and kind of like giving me football knowledge and answering my crazy questions when I have them. I'm out here. I'm doing the dang thing, bro.
You sure are. You sure are. And I'm gonna answer a crazy question right now.
Yeah.
All right. So you said that Colorado has higher ranking players, but yet the team is low. So you use the analogy of all their ingredients. Well, as I put in the comment, the thing is, while they got some great ingredients, they don't believe in the chef or the plate.
Oh, you said they don't believe in the chef?
Yeah, they don't believe in the chefs nor the plate.
You said the plate?
Yes.
You mean like the plate you put the food on?
Yes.
Is that representative of Colorado?
Yes. What it is that they don't believe that the plate, being, you know how it is that if I make you a nice, and again, this is not DC. This is what I'm saying they probably are thinking, because it's the only logical thing it is that I would not want to serve a great filet mignon and asparagus and garlic mashed potatoes and all that on a paper plate. Basically meaning is that you got some good stuff, but it's not going to be able to handle it for long, meaning there's not the depth.
Okay, DC. I like that analogy. Yeah. I like that analogy. I'm not going to serve filet mignon on a paper plate.
That's what I think they believe, because that wasn't making no sense to me. And now it's like, okay, what it's telling me is that they believe that they have talent on a team, but they don't believe it's a talented team. Two different things.
Huh. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense, because I'm like, well, I mean, how you like the lasagna? How you hitting on the lasagna, but yet you like the ground beef, you like the ricotta cheese, you like the things that is used to make the daggone lasagna, but you don't like the lasagna? Okay, because I mean, if you look around, Shador Sanders is being ranked top 5 quarterback by some analysts. Not every analyst, but some analysts, some more important analysts. The undeniable top 5 quarterback. Then you got, Travis Hunter here on the screen. For those of you who are able to look on the screen, PFF's top 10 players in college football. And we're not talking about Big 12. We were just looking at the Big 12, the last information we were looking at. But now we're looking at the information for just college football, period. And PFF college, I don't know how many people really believe in PFF college. And for those of you who don't know PFF college, let me see. PFF college is basically like it's for analytics, right? They give numbers that are pertinent to certain I guess people or whatever, right? It's like more analytics. So, and I don't know that PFF DC, if you can chime in real quick, because you've been around for a while. Do you know that PFF have they said anything good about college football? I mean, about Colorado? Because I want people to I don't want people to think like PFF has a Colorado constituent under, somewhere, right? So you don't like they're not bullish on Colorado, right?
I think they like that Colorado has some good pieces to it. Colorado has some solid pieces. What I think sometimes Colorado fans don't understand is that, you have to have, there's a difference between having good players, great players, and elite players. Shador and Travis, elite. Now you got to go through that team and ask that question, do I have great players, or do I just have good players? Or do I have what they say mid? And that's the thing that when you kind of look at, I mean, can we keep it funky? That if you're sitting here saying Colorado's going to have 1,000-yard rushing season, or be phenomenal, and you have a league that has, like you're gonna have all these all-stars. We're gonna be near the top of the league in rushing, which I've heard, which is crazy because you got Ollie Gordon in there. It's like, no, it don't work that way. That dude is a beast. Charlie is good. Charlie is serviceable. Charlie will get you what you need because he's a hard worker. But that doesn't mean necessarily that you, like, when you start doing matchups. See, I will tell you this. Colorado has great talent. But from when I've been sitting here and studying the team, by the way, I would encourage folks to go back and look at Harry's video. He does a great job breaking the teams down. Is that I think you got some matchup problems. So you got,
what do you mean?
PFFs.
Go a little bit deeper with that.
All right. So, for example, if Colorado was going into the Pac-12 again this year, I would easily be sitting here saying y'all are 9-3, 8-4, somewhere around there. But the problem you have is you're going to a heavy run league. That keeps Shedeur on the bench. 1. 2, while you got Block Bully and BJ Green, you got some phenomenal pieces up front. That's a long season. And you have to look at the fact that you're up against some teams who not only can they got like almost 1,500-yard running backs, you also got QBs that can run. That extend the game. That gives you time. That gives like time of possession to the other team. Colorado didn't always win the time of possession game last year. Because, I mean, when you're throwing the ball, it's a quicker game. But when you got another team that can pretty much sit on you and run, and you don't have good linebackers and you don't have good number two, basically like this. When you look at it, Colorado has great ones, that starters. But then you have to ask, are your twos better than their twos? And that's a question out there that, you know, if you're turning over the team like you are, you got to consider this. Your twos aren't getting all the reps that the ones do. So if you've been in the system for about 2 years, you've got reps in that system. But if you haven't, your twos are still trying to learn how to play as well as learn how to play as a team. So those are questions, not saying they can't overcome it, because I believe they can. We just have to see. But as far as talent, like first team talent, yeah, Colorado is pretty good.
So respectfully, D Regalo, you got it mixed up. The Big 12 is not a pass. It's not a heavy pass conference. The Pac-12 was pass heavy, but the Big 12 is actually. The Big 12 is actually run heavy. It's the opposite.
That's what I mean.
All right.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean to say. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but Big 12 is run heavy. If you were in the Pac-12, which is pass heavy, Shedeur's gonna shoot. Shedeur gonna be in the shootout every single game.
You're fine. I think you said it right. You were fine, but I think it's D Gallo in the chat saying that it's actually a heavy pass conference. It's not. Like based on the data that we've pulled out, most people are saying that it's not like they don't pass, but it's, if we were to say maybe 60 run, 40 pass, it'll be like that. So they're run first conference, pass second conference. So it's the other way around, respectfully. When you see pass, they're gonna run more than they do pass. So I mean, yeah, but I get it. I understand what you're saying as far as, you know, the pieces are concerned, but it's just like, I mean, we got eight more days left, and I don't care no more. I'm at a place where I don't even care no more. I don't care who says what anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the analysts, and y'all say what you're gonna say. We got 8 more days for week 0. And then right after that, the next weekend, Colorado is playing. So it's time for us to put our, you know, it's time to put everything up on what we're gonna do. So that's it. Now, let me see if I have let's talk about this a little bit, and then I want to get into the Big 12 information. I want to get into the Big 12 conference and how it fared off. Let's see here. And I said, definitely salute to like this Chrome browser, boy. If you are using if you're using StreamYard, you got to use Chrome. Because ever since I've been using Chrome, things have been working out a lot better. So that's free game, guys. All right, so let's listen to this real quick, and then we can talk about it. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Unlike what we had last year. Well, I tell you what, Savell Small's kind of been the one that's really stepped up. Savell Small's kind of been the one that's really stepped up. He's running with the ones a lot right now. We expect Sam and Savell to give us a good 1-2 punch at tight end and be a very serviceable traditional tight end position, unlike what we had last year, where we were kind of converting bigger wide receiver bodies into tight ends. We've got two guys that are actually have tight end bodies that they're going to be able to block, inside, outside zone. They're going to be able to do all the things in the pass game we ask tight ends to do. So, we're expecting great things from Savell and Sam. Well, I tell you what.
So, DC, what are your thoughts on that? Because keep in mind, Savell Smalls is a convert, is a defensive player converted to tight end, but the I guess people were saying that he was a tight end in high school, and then he went to defense for college. So what are your thoughts concerning the fact that you think how does that play to you when you hear the defensive convert is actually coming into himself as far as the more prominent guy for the tight end position?
I think he's probably learning conceptually what needs to happen and be able to see things, but that doesn't necessarily mean, he's going to be game speed by the first game or even the second game. You got because your brain, you got to get to a point where you're reacting. Because if you're thinking too much, then, you're going to put it like this. A tight end is an essential part of the run game. You got pulling guards and stuff like that, but your tight end has to be able to be there. Sometimes they sell off that edge, whatever it is. He has to be. So when you have a convert, the realistic expectation is it's going to take him a moment to get up to full game speed, where instead of thinking like, what do I do? Okay, I see the linebacker cheating up. There's some things he will know, but being able to react quickly. It's going to take him a couple of games, but the plus is Nebraska will be a beast, but NDSU as well as CSU and Baylor, that should give him some time to get up to game speed.
So, I like the fact that, first of all, I think Savell Smalls was a defensive lineman. So, and I'm not sure if they said it in this interview, but they have the body. Like Savell Smalls was a lineman that has the body already. So he already knows how to block. He already knows how to, he has the mind frame already as a big person and to enforce his will. Now, being that he's on the tight end, he's at the tight end position, because the way I see tight ends, I look at Gronk, I look at what's my Washington Redskins tight end. I cannot believe I can't remember my tight end. That is a shame. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the tight end position is like, yo, you block and then you are like the last resort. You are the last guy where if I get in trouble, the quarterback meaning, if the quarterback gets in trouble, just turn around, let me give you a quick drop. So at least we can get 2 to 3 yards or at least 5 yards. That's how I think about the tight end's position. Because there's going to be time where the tight end is holding somebody, or not holding somebody, but he's holding his block, and and the wide receivers cannot get open. And then he just leaves his block, turns around, and catches the ball. And if he can run like Gronk or one of these other good tight ends, it's just like, it's poetry in motion. I look at it, I'm like, yo, and it's crazy that Colorado did not have that last year, but now we got it. So we got Sam Hart and now Savell Smalls, because the last video, I think we were talking about Sam Hart actually being the guy. So now Savell Smalls' name is actually coming up more than Sam's Hart. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. I have to say it like that. I'm not 100% sure. I would just advise people to think about this, is that, folks, get some realistic expectations. Is that Colorado can do stuff, but like when we bring up the thing of somebody being a converted person and saying, well, they play defensive end, so should be able to translate to a tight end. There are different techniques, and understand you. So I get what people are saying, but it would be to a point where Harry, like in media or like when you're on a movie set, you know, and it'd be a different whether you're sitting at a still camera and getting the right stuff versus a moving one, because there's a lot of other stuff going on, and that's the thing about it. Like as far as defensive, that defensive line, you generally aren't necessarily. You might shift a gap or something like that, but not like maybe motion or understanding what's going on or different audibles or different things like that. So it takes a moment to get used to that. I need people to understand is that it's not that some of these guys can't be competent, but to think you can just automatically turn on a switch. Like, for example, with the DC, to think that you can automatically, well, he watched in the pros, so he's automatically going to come in and do a phenomenal job as the DC at first. There's growing pains with everything. Now, but by him saying the tight end position that he's making the emphasis, and I like what he's saying, that's a good sign because that tells me that should be an indicator that's going to be a balanced offense.
Here's one of your favorite people. Sports Gossip says CU going to be 11-1 playoffs.
Oh God!
That's what
God.
You're gonna. Hey, Sports Gossip, you're gonna trigger DC. Trigger warning.
He's not talking about it on the field. He's talking about with his thumbs playing freaking
oh my God!
25. Yeah, they're gonna be. You're right. 11-1 on the
25
on the thumbs. Yeah, I'm messing with y'all. But I mean, that I don't care what the media say. I know.
Hey, let me put this question out there. Why I say that every time we say something good about CU, people feel so good. It'd be like 12-0. Every time we say something nice about CU, it's like, okay, you know what? Let's go all the way. 12-0. Let's forget about it. We're going all the way. Guys, listen. Oh, I wish that's how if that's how it worked, boy, I would be so excited. But Polymath said Sam Hart is injured. That's why Smalls was being talked about. Oh, okay. So if he's recovering and he's not at full health, then I get it. Then I understand. Let's pivot a little. Let's pivot a little bit. What's out there in these CU streets nowadays? Because I haven't been paying attention. What are y'all hearing out there in these CU streets? Because I know, like when we were like early into the preseason, people were like coming at each other's heads, throats, and stuff. And I haven't been paying attention. So, how's the grounds out there from your vantage points, DC? What is the streets talking about?
I just know one thing: don't say CBS or Brown Prime. Just don't do it. Let it be. Don't CBS.
Why are you pulling at the scab? Why are you pulling at the scab, man? Leave that alone, okay? Before the CU verse comes for you. You know the CU goals, right? We don't play. So be careful.
Well, somebody asked me how I know. Well, I'll tell you how I know. Because I have a drone I fly out over practice, and I'm gonna be releasing my real-time game footage. It's not gonna be well off, but it's gonna be good going. That's what I'm calling my channel. Good going.
Good going, CU Buff football coverage. Good going.
Well, just good and on. That's what it is. Good on instead of well off. No, but I think that the thing is,
or are we gonna be all right? just call it. We gonna be all right. Instead of well on, we all right.
That's right. We good. Hopefully, I won't have to. I'm hoping we can come out with a channel. We're sitting here. I'll come out with a channel that says "See you doing the thing" versus I'll have to come out with a channel that says "This is bull junk." I don't want that channel. So
I don't want to see no burner channel out there talking about CU with a faceless burner channel. Talking about see you after this season if we don't do good, okay? If I see a burner channel out there, it's gonna be you. I'm gonna make sure I know your voice, because if I hear a burner channel out there that's faceless, I know it's gonna be you.
Yeah, if you
Oh
see
man,
if y'all see anything that says "see you later," that's me. Okay.
see you. Oh my God. How long have you been thinking about that one? See you later.
I just made it
Oh
up.
my. You just
No, but seriously though, get it into it. Is that just listening to what the coaches are saying. I like that some of the stuff I'm hearing out the coaches. Like some of the stuff I'm hearing out of Sap. Some of the stuff that they have the energy. That's important because you have to have that energy. Helps breed momentum, and that's a critical thing in the game because it shifts. If you can't do that and you come out there dry, it's just not gonna work. Like when you see some of the games like near the end of the year where they were like dry, not necessarily motivated. Shador is always motivated, but some people aren't.
Shador is. I mean, I think it's his confidence that get me. Let's get into this segment right here. Let's talk quickly about the group of 5 schools are exploring a postseason invitational for teams who don't make the college football playoff, like the NIT of college. So the hold up. What? Let me see if I can remind myself. Is the NIT? The NIT is just a separate thing, right? If the winner from the NIT don't come over, like they don't have a special invitation, right? It's just like you win the NIT, you win the NIT, right?
Right, you get to be the 65th best team
Okay.
if you win it.
All right. So, so the group of 5 coming up with their own, with this whole thing right here. Let's see. Report group of 5. This is a report, so it's not like it's set in stone yet. As the 2024 college football season fast approaches, conference commissioners from the group of 5 conference already have one eye on the future. They will have an in-person meeting in Dallas next week to discuss the future of the sport. Among the topics of conversation would be a shifting landscape in the sport as the playoffs expand and new ideas about tweaking the system. Trickle through the sport. Okay. There will meeting is one other qualifying. Okay, so let me read that one. A Yahoo Sports report notes that the G5 meeting will likely address future issues such as whether the G5 will maintain its one automatic qualifying playoff spot and whether leagues like the Big Ten and SEC could eventually get multiple automatic berths in the field, a looming potential threat to the G5. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I think that's probably a good idea because of, especially with NIL. That's
You
a
see,
type
Yard
of.
Man. I don't mean to cut you over. You see, Yard
That's
Man.
fine.
That means CU will be playing in the NIT for a while. Why are you doing that, Yard Man? Why you gotta troll all the time, bro? Anyways, go ahead, man.
Y'all, man, it must have pained you to even type C and U in anything. But
I know,
I'm messing
man.
with you.
Yo, every time Yard Man writes prom, he's hurting. Like, go ahead, man. What's your thoughts?
But here's the thing. The thing is that a lot of people think that, well, you get people and everybody's a dog and yada yada yada. But understand that when NIL, that people are thinking this is gonna have parity because it's 12 team playoffs. The rich are just gonna get richer. I mean, think about it. You got people out there giving folks Lamborghinis and stuff like that. You got to compete with that. So that's gonna put a lot of these schools just at a disadvantage. And they're like, hey, you know what? I can sit here and pretend I'm something I'm not. I mean, I could walk up to Halle Berry all day, but at the end of the day, she probably won't give me even her area code, let alone the whole number. So you got to just cut your losses and go over there and talk to Monique. I'm messing with you. I'm playing. My point being, you still got to. I think what they're realizing is that in order for them to be competitive there, they would have to spend a considerable amount of money. And understand this, a lot of the Power Four are poaching their teams for talent anyway. I mean, you saw where CSU, they offered the QB and that great receiver like 600,000, something like that. So that's hard to stay competitive with. So it makes sense for them to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna play our games, we'll play y'all, but we're gonna go over and do our own little thing and just leave it at that. And I think that makes more sense.
Hold on. Let me put this back up where Surf says the NIT Surfer Boys 3000 says the NIT concept is pure genius. In my opinion, is going to make the lower tier bowl games more interesting to watch. If you can match up G5 and other conference to play in it. Okay.
Right.
But if it's group of 5, then does that mean that the left out Power 5 teams get to be in it?
I wouldn't think so. Maybe in bowls, but not necessarily a tournament. I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
But I mean,
so if you can't make your group of 5, if you can't make your group of 4, man, if you can't make your Power 4 playoffs, don't come over here. Basically, like you're not invited to this.
I mean, that's how I would see it. Let's say, for example, group of 5. I think you would have 4 teams that play each other. Somebody gets a bye or whatever. I don't know how they could organize that and then just wind up having the champion out of it. I think that out of the 5, there's a way to do it. Or even if they expanded it to 8 and gave automatic buys or something like that. That to me makes sense because again, the rich are just gonna get richer. I mean, at the end of the day, is folks, they you might have 60 players in the entire country that are just awesome, and you know who's gobbling them up? That's the Bamas and the Georgias and the Michigans and Ohio State. And Colorado does get there, can get there. But the thing is that it's just not, that elite talent is not enough to go around. So these other schools got to get in, and they're just not going to be able to compete with that top 20, or at least the top 15.
But hold up. But in college basketball, I think the NIT is pretty much. Wait, the NIT includes the people that were left out. I think it's an invitational thing where if you're Power 5 or you're Power 4, they invite you. If you were left out, it's an invitation. You can accept it if you want to. And I think some teams is just like, nah, we don't want to go that route. We didn't make it. But that wouldn't be the same thing for college football because if you're Power 4 and you get invited to the Power 5, is that kind of like is that a bad look on you because you're like, oh, you can't make it over there, so you come into the FCS?
Well, imagine this. Watch this. How would Colorado fans feel, let's say, if you came up runner-up to the Big 12, and instead of going to a bowl game, you went to the Group of 5 NIT, and you got to the championship game and you won it? How would you feel?
I feel like it's always going to play bad on Colorado. No, we can't win or lose. We can't lose for winning, or we can't win for losing. Because if we take a Group of 5, first of all, it goes deeper. If we lose to the FCS and DSU, right? Everybody's going to make fun of us. If we go to the Group of 5 NIT and we win that, people are going to still be like, but y'all didn't play nobody. Y'all had to go down to the Group of 5 to play. So y'all were playing high school players. So it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know if it ever comes full circle for Colorado, if it ever works out for Colorado.
Well, that's what they used to call the NIT. The regular tournament is 64 teams get in. I know you got some play-ins, but that's how it used to be. So the running joke back in the day is the person who won the NIT was the 65th best team in the nation, because 65th on back are the people that go to the NIT. So yeah, you would, if you tried to sit back and say Coach Prime 8 NIT champs, yeah, you would get flat out clown. You would get flat out. Now me, that's what I'm thinking. But I mean, if you are a Power 4 team, and let's say you're Iowa, you're like, yeah, NIT champs. Like, even when UCF went undefeated and they claimed themselves national championship, people was like, please, come on, get up out of here. Take that banner down. That banner is made out of straight up Charmin. It's soft and it's wet. Get it out of here. Because they were a Group of 5, and then they just moved into Power 4 last year, going to the Big 12. So,
yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. If Colorado gets invited, I mean, it's like last year. I think there were some bowls that were like, you know, trying to say, hey, Colorado, if you want, even if you don't have a winning season, come over here. We'll give you a shot because, you know what I'm saying? Because we feel like we need the money.
yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's the same as, you know, why we have the Heritage Bowl. If we have that, it's because there's an angle I am not going down.
Wait. It's not the same heritage in politics, is it?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay. Just checking, because I got another video that I just did that came out with some leaked information about this whole Heritage Project 2025 thing, and it's serious, boy. If it's that heritage, I'm like, woo, boy.
Yes, this is a different heritage. This is being like, you know, where the swag.
It's heritage for black, right? So it's like,
right.
It's like we're using heritage for black, right? Like,
right. Well,
in news, if you use nation, that's code word for black.
Well, I mean, you can't say Negro Bowl, so that would be inappropriate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, heritage is code word for black. Right. And like in politics nation, that's the code word for black politics.
Right. Like when they say DEI. Which side note, folks, how do we like when they say people of color? Isn't that calling you colored? But anyway, I digress. Because it is. No, don't call me a person of color. Because you just called me color. I mean, but anyway, again, context means everything. But let's continue. Back to some football. You know why you have the Heritage Bowl? Because the schools realizes that, hey, we don't have the money to play in the FCS playoffs. They were generally getting smoked every game, and it was kind of like they make more money, and they will lose money to travel to, like, you know, if you are FAMU, you don't want to go play South Dakota State first round in freaking December in the snow. You finna lose. Rattlers don't do well in the snow. Being FAMU Rattlers. So they had the Heritage Bowl to celebrate it, but then in the end say we're Heritage Bowl championship. It's like, well, you degrade this what team, Harry?
Stacy said Colorado. If Colorado gets an invitation to the NIT, please don't do it. Colorado will play the game, get money, and people will watch the game. People definitely will watch the game, but come on, like, listen, man, I don't want nothing else, man.
Harry,
come on.
Are you telling me that Stacy gonna be at the NIT championship watching CU, Cabbage Patch in the stands, just get down, said go Prime? That's what you finna do, Stacy? Cabbage Patch in the stands. Go see you, Skull Buffs.
Skull Buffs. Hey man, are you low key poking fun at us? What are you doing here?
No. It's free fall Friday, so, and I got time.
Oh my God.
You know, Stacey, I got nothing but love for you.
Yeah, I don't want no NIT stuff, okay? I don't want no NIT stuff. I want us to go through the regular. I don't even know that Coach Prime would even take that. I don't think Coach Prime would take that. Like, okay, leave it to the guys that don't have an opportunity for where we at. Leave it to them. But yeah, let's talk about the let me see. Do I have any? Hold on. What am I doing here? Let me make sure that I don't have any other, because I have a few things slated. Let me make sure that I have already exhausted all of my stuff.
Gerald, my team is Jesus. Gerald, my team is Jesus. I root for Jesus. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's it. Jesus for Heisman. Continue, Harry.
Oh Lord, what are y'all doing? What are y'all beefing in the? No beefing in the comments, okay?
So like this, well, let me answer that question. I have been a lifelong Bama fan, but I love the CU community. I love it. There's nothing like it.
Because you love making fun of us. You love coming over here and
no.
You secretly make fun of us It's like, you know what? It's like that big brother that loves you, but he don't, every now and then he gets to do one of these things where he kind of smacks you in the head when you're just sitting on the couch. They just keep smacking you in the head for no apparent reason. You remind me of that big brother. You just love to smack CU fans around because we get a little emotional. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, they do it. But it's a great community. I love it, and hopefully they will do a fantastic job.
All right, so let's see here. All right, so this post says both BJ Green II and Tyler Brown are elevating their games and perfecting their skills. Watch as they face off against each other. And that's what we're looking at here. So
all I know, after saying that, if I was an opposing team, I would be terrified. I mean, literally.
Yo, you trolling. If I haven't gotten to know you over these past couple of months, I would take that so seriously. But you trolling, bro. Like,
no, man, I'm serious. I would be leaking down my leg. Absolutely, I saw that leaking down my leg. No, seriously though, they do look good. I got to tell you, just if you start.
Why you gotta troll first? You troll first, and then you get into. Hey, but let me wrap this up in what I feel like. Even though it's a joke, let me just wrap it up in what I feel like DC is trying to say, because all right, we get footage from Well Off Media, right? We get the footage from Well Off Media, and we see our guys practicing. We don't see much of any of the other teams, so I think what happens is a lot of people tend to think like, oh, okay, because we see great things happening with CU, that oh my gosh, this is we on now. Like, this is it. Like, we're the greatest team, right? Because we're not seeing footage from the other guys. So it makes your team feel good, or it makes your fan base feel good that our guys are looking pretty good, right? but
Harry, no,
if we were to see equal footage and see those other guys beasting, that I don't know, does that put fear in us? Does it equal the playing ground? But yeah, but I know why you did that. But go ahead. That's kind of like a little bit of a window into what you're thinking.
Joking a little bit, but no, seriously. Here's the thing: when I look at them videos, because think about it. I could do a video where I'm just, me and Urkel are sparring in a ring, and I'm just busting Urkel upside his head and saying, "Come on, Tyson, bring it." But we all know what's finna happen. Tyson is finna get me. But the thing I like about them, when I look at their videos, is I look at technique, and I see some good technique. I see some good swim moves. You can't take that away from them. I see some techniques. Now, that doesn't mean that they're just going to go out there and everybody else is just going to be on the ground and grunting and some short shoulder pads and shorts on. But still, that doesn't. But the technique says a lot. That means that they are learning how to do stuff. And if you got technique, you can sometimes beat bigger and stronger players. So kudos to them for that.
Yeah, I mean, look, CU CU's looking way better this year. And what I tell the fan base, as a voice in this community, what I tell the fan base is just to guard your heart, guard your emotions, guard your football emotions, because while we're not seeing the other teams performing and we're not seeing their practice footage, they too are playing football, okay? Just keep in mind that they too are playing and they're getting better. But the thing that we look forward to is the fact that, I think somebody put it in the comments, I forgot who it was. They said that those guys last year, after practice, they wouldn't even spend time together. But this year, these guys are spending a lot more time together. They're getting to know each other. So the feeling and the way that things are going to be way better, because at the end of the day, you want these guys to feel like they care for each other and they're going to play for each other. Because believe it or not, NDSU is coming. They're coming with it. They're not. And those guys, when they said I watched one of their footage and they said we're willing to die for each other. I'm like, oh my goodness, like that's when it's football, that means a lot. And I want people to realize that it means a lot when your brother is willing to die for you on that field. It has implications that you may not be thinking about just watching your CU footage. No matter how good BJ Green looks against Tyler Brown, or how good Tyler Brown looks, trying to stop BJ Green. If a guy's willing to die for his brother, he doesn't care what Tyler Brown is doing. He don't care nothing about no BJ Green. All right. Even though the implications for us could mean that BJ Green is going to be a problem for the Big 12 this year.
That's right.
All right, so yeah, man, I just want people to just guard their emotions, because at the end of the day, man, it's not a one-way street. It's not a one-way street, because I don't want to sell nobody a dream this year. Like I told y'all from the beginning when we started doing this stuff, I didn't want to sell nobody a dream this year. I want to make sure that everybody understands that it's going to be some hard-nosed football, and the best team is going to win. And it seems like Colorado's doing some really good things to put itself in a position to win.
But Harry, you look in the comments. The yard man still talking this trash, man. He say, man, there's no technique. They not being that heat.
Is that your Jamaican?
There's no being at the heat, man. That's not a good accent for me. I can do British better.
Yeah, your Jamaican is terrible, bro.
Yeah. Man. And then I've been at the heels, blood my cloud. Yes.
So Yard Man says technique where at? They're barely bending in the hips.
Oh, Diddy, Yard Man.
No Diddy.
Pause.
Yeah, pause, Yard Man. Put some pauses in. They're barely bending in the hips, and the footwork is horrible. After being engaged, they are too straight up and feet not moving. Come on, Yard Man. What the heck? Man.
I'm serious. Good Lord.
Man. Sheesh. Tell me how you really feel without telling me how you really feel. Wow. All right, let's talk about the let's talk about we have a little bit of time left. Let's dig a little bit into the Big 12 and how it did last year. All right, so the Big 12 last year had Texas in the conference. Texas went 8-1 in the conference, 12-2 overall. I didn't. You know what? I thought I was going to put it up, but the Big 12. Who won the Big 12 last year?
Texas.
Damn. Texas won the Big 12?
Yes.
Okay.
They play Oklahoma State.
Okay, so Texas played Oklahoma State and won the Big 12 conference last year. All right, so Texas won the Big 12 conference. They're no longer there. Oklahoma State went 7-2 in conference play. They went 10-4 overall. Oklahoma is also no longer there. They went 10-3 last year, and in conference play they were 7-2. West Virginia went 9-4. I'm glad I pulled this up because some of these teams, we're not giving them the love they deserve. So West Virginia went 6-3, 9-4 overall in overall last year. Iowa State was 6-3 in the Big 12, 7-6 overall. Kansas State was 6-3, 9-4. All right, so let me pause right here real quick. So why are they ranked then? Why are they ranked this year?
Why is who ranked?
K-State. They were 9-4, 6-3 in the Big 12. So they didn't even they didn't dominate last year. What happened? So why are we ranking them?
I believe they did beat, what was that, Kansas State or Kansas that beat Oklahoma? But Kansas finished out the year pretty good. Kansas State, rather. So that's why they believe with the returning, on Giddens, running back. Hopefully, because sometimes there's so many great running backs in the Big 12, you can get them all mixed up. They believe that they have enough returning, good, solid offensive line, some good players on defense. And they believe that Avery Johnson will take a step in they will take a step up. So that's why people are very big on Kansas State.
I don't know if I'm now looking at the Big 12 and how their results last year. So you're saying that yeah, I don't know if I'm convinced about their ranking.
Well, I mean, I think they are, from what I saw, do I think what they did in the Pop-Tart Bowl, do I think they're a top 25 team? Yes. Would I place them right there? Maybe.
Would you place them in number 18?
No, I probably would place them more so. I mean, I will be honest with you. SC would not be in there, and I probably would have Kansas State right behind Kansas.
Yeah, SC. I don't know why. I don't know how SC is up here.
No, I don't either, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even understand that. They paid for that one. They had to have paid for that ranking because I just don't see it.
Yeah. SC is probably the most surprising for me because I'm like, wait.
It's
really?
Two
Like,
teams in here that don't make sense to me. Like, I think LSU will be better, but Nussmeier, I mean, that's not, I want to hear what Tim have to say on that in another show, but it's like, I'm not expecting that dude to be like Daniels and slang it all over the place and dang near run for 1,000 yards. So, but I think this will course correct.
Look at SC. Look at SC right here. SC 5-4, 8-5 overall last year in the Pac-12.
But see, I don't see where they got better talent. Well, I mean, that QB did look good. He did look good coming in for Caleb Williams. He looked decent, but I just don't see it where it's that type of ranking. I think but they probably are like trying to do it to, I do think there's some Big Ten bias going on.
There has to be some bias because you look at SC and they were what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were 6th in their conference. All right, and then 8-5 overall.
But notice you don't see not one group of...
What conference was JMU?
Well, JMU, I believe, was in Sunbelt.
Sunbelt?
I think they were in the Sunbelt.
All right, let me see.
But notice this, you don't see a group of 5 conference. You don't see a group of 5 anywhere in the top
25.
Bruh,
JMU ended...
Go ahead.
JMU ends their season 11-2 overall. And they're ranked... And JMU is ranked. So they lose all of they're ranked week number 12, they're ranked top 25 on the AP poll. Mm-hmm. So are they losing players? Is this why they're not ranked coming in? And the USC is ranked?
Well, I mean, like I said, you don't see any group of 5 up there at all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This is them prep. That's why I think the group of 5 is saying, man, listen, we already behind. We can't even start the year off there. Can we at least get 24.5? It's the top 25. We can't even get there. And so, I mean, because, again, it's several teams on here. I don't see SC or Iowa being in there. I don't now, to my CU fan, I'm not saying CU needs to be there, but I don't see why SC and Iowa right there.
No. I don't know. I don't know that I can make an argument. I can't make an argument for CU to be up here. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, what now? Remember when Joe Clapp made his top 25 prediction? He had Nebraska in there. Now that had me livid. I was ready to take him to task. I said, "Oh heck no!" I think I spent a whole daggone live talking about this nonsense. You remember this top 25?
Yeah.
I was like, wait. I said, there's no way Nebraska is number 22. Like, stop playing with me. Okay? We're not doing this. Okay? If you put Nebraska, if the AP poll would have if the Associated Press would have put Nebraska in the top 25, I would have lost it. I'm telling you, I would have lost it because, I mean, let's get serious here. Like, let's not diminish college football as we know it. Like, let's not do that. This is ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, SC is in it. They were number 6 in the Pac-12, 8-5 overall. Like you said, somebody paid. I don't know. And then, I mean, what specifically are they? What are they basing their ranking on? Like, they didn't get anybody significant over in the preseason to say, oh my gosh, these guys need to be ranked. So what would it be? What do you think it's based on?
Well, one thing I will tell you is y'all got to go back and look at schedules. That plays a lot. The reason why Utah is where they are is because of their schedule. The same thing with a couple of these other teams on here. That if you've got a weak schedule, you've always continue to hear me say that, Harry, about even Coach Prime said about the schedule. Could you at least have given him a layup? You know, that was hard. I mean, that's just, I still am like, no, should not have done that this year. But anyway, yeah, some of these teams have extremely easy schedules. They don't have a lot. I mean, think about it. It's one of these teams that's playing BYU. They're playing Cincinnati. And then some of their harder games are at home. So, like Utah, that's why they're out there like that.
Wait, where is USC this? Did USC go to the Big Ten?
Yes.
Where's the Big Ten conference?
Big
wait,
Ten,
why is the Big Ten?
Because Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Michigan, Iowa. They're all they're Big Ten.
Oh, this thing is not giving me Big Ten. Okay, let me go back to 2023. So yeah, okay. So let me see here. Go back to 2023 to 2024. And let's go Big 12. All right, so let me take this off the screen and then we can finish this off. And all right, so so the reason why I'm doing this is because we're almost in the season. Colorado is now, there's no more Texas, no more Oklahoma. We got Oklahoma State. This is a side question, but because of your football knowledge, Oklahoma and then Oklahoma State. So those are big schools in Oklahoma, right? Big college football schools. Is there any other Oklahoma school that is doing well in college football? Because
no.
you got State and then you got Oklahoma, but it's like, is that it, or is there somebody that maybe somewhere in a different conference that's really balling out in Oklahoma?
No, those are generally your biggest ones.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, those are your the two biggest ones.
Okay. All right, so so let's finish this. We got West Virginia with 6-3, 9-4 overall, 6-3 in the conference. You got Iowa State 6-3, 7-6 overall. Kansas State was 6-3, 9-4 overall. Again, I don't know why they're ranked, but hey, go figure. I have no idea. We'll see how when they open up their season. We'll see what happens. You got Texas Tech was 5-4, 7-6 in the conference. 7-6 overall. 5-4 conference from Kansas, 9-4 overall. You got UCF 3-6, 6-7 overall. TCU 3-6, 5-7 overall, but they lost a lot of very close games last year. Very, very close games, and people thinking that TCU should be much, much better team this year. Definitely not indicative of their coach, and that school and what they were able to do in 2022. BYU 2-7, 5-7 overall. Baylor 2-7, 3-9 overall. Houston 2-7, 4-8 overall, and then Cincinnati 1-8, 3-9 overall. So it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense when you think about the other polls other than the CBS, which has us at 11, and then you think about ESPN. ESPN has us at, I think it's 14, or they got us at number 14 or number 15. So to be ranked like lower than Baylor, Houston, especially when we were in a really big conference last year in the Pac-12 and going 4-8, to put us lower than some of these teams that were not in the same type of conference we were in, it doesn't make sense. What do you think the motivation? Let me ask you this: what do you think the motivation is for the ESPN ratings of the Big 12, like for Colorado to be as low? Because I kind of touched on it at the top of the show, and I'm saying like either they were looking for attention, or they just don't know the Big 12, and somebody did the rating that don't know the Big 12. But what are your thoughts on that?
I think what they're looking at is what those teams are returning versus you know what Colorado, you have an idea of what Colorado has, but you don't know if they can put it together. So if I've already seen something working and seen how it works and I've seen the improvement, I'm going to give more weight to that than, okay, well, we just got these people in. You got a 1,000-yard receiver like Wester and BJ Green and stuff, so that automatically makes you better. Because you still have to put all of that stuff together, but yet the other teams have shown they could put it together. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the bottom of the conference, right? I'm talking about speaking for the bottom of the conference. Colorado was in the Pac-12, and Colorado was, even though it was at the bottom of the conference, I believe that the bottom of the Pac-12 was better than the bottom of the Big 12. So how do you rank the bottom of the Pac-12 lower now that they're in the Big 12? How do you rank them lower than the bottom of the Big 12?
Because I think that the Big 12, see, the thing is, it's not that I think people are saying Colorado's going to be bad. I just think it's to a point where you've got a lot of senior teams, and because you really may have one top team and everybody else is kind of evenly matched. So they're more so giving benefit of the doubt to those teams that have shown they can do it versus to a point because all their players are there and they may have lost a few pieces versus it being I'm going to go in here. Yes, Shador is phenomenal. Yeah, Travis is now phenomenal. BJ Green is phenomenal. But after that, where do you go? I mean, you could say block bully or you could say all that kind of stuff. But again, when you start looking at complete teams,
man, why are you? Hold on. Why is it that every time? Why is it that every time like you want to say something, you're like, well, y'all got a few pieces of black bully, and like you just saying, like you just throw it in there, like it doesn't matter. Like what are you doing?
It does matter. It does matter. But like for example, if let's say this is that I've heard some fans say Colorado, we gonna have 2 1,000-yard rushers and like 2 or 3,000-yard receivers. Well, if that's the case, Shador is winning the Heisman, and both him and Travis are there. If that's how it's going to happen, but that generally is not.
Well, hold on, though. Pause. Stop right there, though. What happens if that happens and Shador doesn't win the Heisman? Then what would you say then?
Oh, I would be the main one trolling all these folks fighting for CU because that would be wrong. If he does that, Prime should easily be Coach of the Year, and that's a playoff team if that happens. If not, y'all need to just basically go to ESPN and beat the ES out of it and just be PN after that.
So what you were mentioning, is this what JB is saying? JB is saying that the Big 12 was better throughout the conference. Pac-12 was only 2 to 3 good teams. Is that what you? Is that essentially what you were saying?
Agreed. I agree with that.
All right. So go ahead, finish your thought that you were making.
No, I'm saying is that I think what it is that because those teams have been playing together there consistently, I mean, then you have the type of coaches that are there. I mean, you got to think about it. Kansas State coach, coached in FCS, phenomenal. Willingham at Utah is kind of like the granddaddy in part of college football. Gundy, Malzahn. When you start looking at all those coaches, I mean, I can love Prime as a player, but I mean, okay, just keep it real. Can you sit here and say that Coach Prime is better than Coach Malzahn? You can't. I can't. I'm not saying that, and that doesn't mean Coach Prime isn't good. It just means this guy has been doing it longer, and that there is a trust factor in that. I think once you get to, and again, this is rebuilding. By the time they get to third, fourth year, like I always tell CU fans, you hear me say it. Next year, y'all got the schedule to kill it. It's a very difficult one this year.
I mean, I don't think it's that difficult. It's not a difficult schedule. It is a tougher schedule, but than next year. But I don't know that it's that difficult if to tell you the truth. So yeah, it's really not that difficult of a schedule. Colorado can, if Colorado Colorado can navigate through this schedule. This is not. It's not that bad. It can be done, and Colorado can do it. If Colorado just puts the pieces. Go ahead.
Colorado, if they can really beat the injury bug, which is very, again, look at the way the games are played. That running games generally cause more injuries. You're going up against running teams. The first one is a running team. The second one, they're going to run on you and occasionally pass. So you can sit back and say we stopped them, and then Colorado State is just going to throw all over the place because they don't have the running game. Then you get to Baylor. So you got, but those first, the second and third are rivalry games. By the time you start getting into week 4, which is Baylor, you're going to be bruised up. And then, and think about this, you're getting bruised up before you start hitting the meat of those difficult teams. That's stuff that you got to take a look at. Now, while they might be jelly, playing a running, that's tough.
Yeah. Yo, look at y'all man's comments. I can't. I'm over here trying to keep a straight face, and he's saying stuff like this. Like, come on, man. Like, coach of the year. Well, if that happens, now I'm gendered unicorn for the rest of my life. What is a unicorn gender?
I don't even know.
I want to hold him to that. Like, how can I hold you to being a gender unicorn? Say something I can hold you to.
I don't know. All I know is I don't want it flying over my head to find out.
You don't want to fly? Yo, pause that.
Yeah,
pause, but what the heck?
I'm serious. The point yard man is this. If they have 2,000, think about this. If they have 2,000-yard rushers and 3,000-yard receivers, bro, that right? No. Dude, you got to own the fact is that if you take the team that it was and you have that going on, which means you're doing this against some top talent, that is coach of the year type stuff. And they would have to be 10 wins. You're not throwing that many and running the ball down people's throat, no diddy, down on stuff, and then sit back and say, oh, well, they want 4. And that ain't going to happen. The numbers, just the data. Go ahead, Yard Man.
Yeah, y'all man is crazy, but I mean, you know why I feel like this is the year that Coach Prime can actually be the coach of the year? It's because the Big 12 is so wide open, and you don't have Texas there, you don't have Oklahoma there anymore. So now Coach Prime goes in there and he goes, if Coach Prime goes 8-4, he's the coach of the year in the Big 12. I don't think the criteria for being coach of the year, I don't think it's that much it's difficult for Coach Prime to achieve, because he would have now taken a 1-11 team and turned it into an 8-4 playoff potential playoff team.
I agree.
I would say that's the coach of the year candidate.
I definitely would say it's a candidate. I think he wins one of them awards. I don't. He would definitely have to win an award. I'm not saying something complimentary like Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie coach of the year. It shouldn't be nothing like that. I think it should be like ESPN or something like that. But let me ask you this: you could say, hey, if he's 8-4, what happens if they're 3-9?
If they're 3-9,
mm-hmm.
Well, what's the context? I suppose to what? To what's the context?
You said if he goes 8-4, he gets coach of the year. If they go 3-9, what do they get?
There's no award for that. They get laughed at, talked about. There's no award for. What do you mean? What did they get? What? Is that a question, or what are you trying to do?
Well, seriously, because for example, we're believing, hey, it could be 10-2. I see people saying 12-0. That was very difficult. That's very difficult to do. There's only been a few teams that have done that. Like Bama, 2017, you saw Michigan do it. So, just go all the way through. That's very difficult to do it. But what I'm saying is we look at the best case scenario, 8-4, 9-3, 10-2, all that good stuff. But what is the mood if they're 3-9?
Well, I mean, the mood is they get laughed out of college football. That's it. I mean, they go 3-9, it's a wrap.
It should, but you know what though? I don't think that would be
drop
fair to
off
them.
is going to be so steep. The drop off is going to be so steep that, first of all, they're going to lose a lot of momentum. Not all, because I think they're going to gain the fans and the interest in Colorado is not going to go away totally, but the drop off in the thirst for Colorado content is going to be drastic. I mean, at that point, I can only hope that my other channels are doing well, because at that point, I'm not going to be able to eat off of Colorado content. All right, I'll be lucky if I get 200 views on the Colorado content, because at that point nobody will care at all. They'll be like, all right, cool with your breaking news. Like it'll be like breaking news will be like, yo, break yourself.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I better hope that my African channel is well off, pun intended, right? I better hope that my other two channels are well off, because if we go 3-9, it's a wrap. But Phil So Real is hating on Coach Prime because he's a hater. Phil So Real said 8-4 isn't going to a Coach of the Year isn't going to an 8-4 coach. But the argument that I think I'm making is 8-4 is Coach of the Year material for a Coach Prime because of the adversities. Remember he was Sportsman of the Year. Remember that? So
I remember that. Yep.
If Sports Illustrated is giving you Sportsman of the Year, then you go 8-4. You make a bowl game. You don't only make a bowl game, but you only lost 4 games. Like you flipped your 2023 over, and now you made a 1-11 team, 8-4 team, and you're possibly playing for the Big 12 championship, or possibly being considered in one of the teams to be in the actual national football playoffs, national college football playoffs. That's like people would be considering that a Coach of the Year. So Phil,
he don't.
We can't listen to this hater. Phil's you see why he's been ducking. He's been ducking for a long time, because he's pretending he's busy, because he's a hater, and he know that the fans are gonna come. What am I doing? I'm sorry, Phil. I'm just joking. I'm joking, Phil. I'm just. You're not here to defend yourself. I'm just joking. Okay, but still, like, yeah. I agree with it doesn't go to a 8-4 coach, in the sense that if another coach is beasting out, you want to consider that coach. But I think if it's a Coach Prime, that's why you consider it, because it's a Coach Prime and everything that comes with the way that he had to get to that 8-4. I think that's why you consider him. And if he's 9-3, oh, forget it. If he's 9-3, he's president.
Yeah. Supreme being. Yeah, sure is.
He's the supreme.
See, supreme being.
Oh, hey, DC, real quick before we go. What happens if we go undefeated?
Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, if y'all go undefeated, I mean, you probably will have 500,000 followers with people salivating just every day. What's she doing? What's she doing? What's she doing? What's Prime doing? What's Prime doing? What's Prime doing? Did he clip his toenail? I mean, it would be all wide open if they go undefeated.
We go undefeated. You would not hear. You're gonna hear all summer, all off season. Yo, that'll be like God saying, here, guys, all Prime channels. Here you go. I love you guys.
Man, if they go, yard, you gonna make yard man just the grass gonna be brown. Yard man, you know good and well. If they go there, yard man, you just be like, man, I'm not doing this no more. Me out.
Yeah,
I mess with you, yard man. I love you, man.
Yo, that yard is gonna go unkept. Hey, but Phil wants to defend himself. Let's bring Phil on to defend himself. He can close us out. Hey, Phil, go ahead, defend yourself. I know I've been talking
Love your
grease all
yard,
time.
Hey,
man.
hey, listen, y'all N-words about to make me mad on this Friday now. Y'all talking big game, and I can't defend myself. I'm just not getting back from training. I'm at Kroger trying to buy some catfish, and y'all got me calling in.
Wait, you at Kroger trying to buy? Are you frying catfish?
Yeah, I'm frying some catfish this weekend. My son wanted some, so I got to do it.
Oh, okay. So he specifically said, "Hey, Dad, I want some catfish."
Yeah, he country. He get it right out the grease like everybody else.
That sounds more like. I think that's more like Phil.
Nah.
That's son, don't you want some catfish? I know you want some
Right.
catfish. Just say
I
it. I
just
want some
Nah.
catfish, Dad.
say
All
the
right,
word.
I'll be right back.
Hey,
Go
look,
to
no,
Kroger.
normally on Fridays, normally on Fridays he want hamburgers or tacos or something like that. So I was like, cool, I want something different myself. So let's do it.
And
That's all right.
he went to and he said, "Dad, I want some catfish." But defend yourself here, okay? Let's get you on defending
Listen,
yourself so we can get up out of here. But and thank you for coming so late, though. I was about to close out the show, but I had to
yeah,
give you an
yeah.
opportunity to defend yourself. So what do
Oh, listen,
you don't agree? You don't agree with the fact that Coach Prime could be Coach of the Year with an 8-4 schedule,
not at all.
with an
No, I
8-4
mean,
record?
no, I'm not understanding the point that you're trying to make as far as like what he's able to do with the program. But eight and
Uh-huh.
four, and them not even winning the conference, not even making it to the playoffs, I don't think you can do that. You mean to tell me like if a Lane Kiffin takes Ole Miss to be 11-2 or 10-2 this year, he's not gonna get it over Dion? I think Dion got to win at least 10 games this year to get Coach of the Year.
Hmm.
Well,
And now
he might get to
you
get.
got people in the comments talking about mustard, hot sauce and mustard now. Like, what the heck are you doing? What are you doing with mustard and catfish? What the heck?
Most people in the South they just put catfish on some white bread and mustard or hot sauce. That's pretty much it.
Wait. Y'all putting the catfish on the bread and then y'all putting mustard on there?
Yeah.
Yes,
What's wrong with
and you
y'all?
have to listen. You got to listen to the blues too.
Y'all listen to the
Yeah, you
blues
gotta
while you
listen.
eat catfish on white bread?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Listen to King George.
Maybe I missed that when I was at UNC Greensboro. I don't know. Y'all palate, y'all tongue palate is weird because how do you taste the catfish if you're putting mustard on it? That's weird. You
You're
can't
not
taste the
drenching
food.
it in mustard. You're not drenching it in mustard. You're just putting mustard on it. Just
Some
like
people.
people put ketchup on hamburgers. You know what I'm
I,
saying? Or ketchup and mustard on the hot dog. Same situation.
yeah, I mean the fillet of fish is the Caucasian catfish with on white bread.
Why
Pretty
why
much
you can't
with
give
tartar
catfish
sauce.
wait. Is catfish a black thing?
I think to me it's a South thing because
It is
I
a
like
Yeah,
South
a lot
thing.
of people in the
I'm
South
about
eat
to say you
catfish.
can give it to white Southerners. You can give catfish to white Southerners. You don't have to say the fillet of fish is the catfish for white people. Like, what is that?
But I mean, it kind of is though.
But white people like to go fishing and stuff like that in America. Y'all are not like I
Well,
would say.
what the thing, what the thing is in the South, like people will say, the stereotype is black people eat fried chicken. If you go to a churches in the South, and J.R. Boxer can say it, Phil will say it, you gonna see a rainbow up in there, especially if they got wings that just came out the grease. Yes.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a big
So
fact.
Stacy is doing catfish too, but she's saying tartar sauce, fries, and salad. I'm with the tartar sauce, right? Because at least that can enhance it a little bit. I feel like mustard takes away from it. I don't see
I'm
how
not a big
mustard
fan
can
of mustard.
add to it. Yeah. Because mustard is a little sour-ish, and it takes away from that sweet taste of the catfish. But catfish is a very unique taste. It's like a very unique, you know, taste. It's like eating goat meat, right? Goat meat is not the beef for black people.
No,
Goat meat is
I
like
love goat meat.
right. So goat meat is a big Jamaican thing, but goat meat has a very unique taste. If you don't cook it right, you can have some problems. So, but listen, man, listen. How many of y'all are watching the week 0 game? Who's playing in week 0?
I think it's Florida State and thanks, sir. I think it's Florida State and Georgia Tech are playing in Ireland.
They're playing
That's the
when?
biggest. The week 0 game, the biggest one of that week is Florida State and Georgia Tech, and they're playing in Ireland. So
Oh, they're
I'll be
playing in
watching that
Ireland.
game. Yeah, and if y'all want to watch Juju play tonight, his high school game is going to be on ESPN2 tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. He's playing against Woodward Academy, which is a pretty big school up in Atlanta. Actually, like 5 minutes from where I work in College Park. Evander Holyfield's son went there. Jerome Betty's son plays football there now, so it should be a good game. So if y'all want to scout Juju tonight, definitely check him out on ESPN2.
Oh, his football season has started.
Yeah, it starts this week. Their first game is this week.
So when did you say it was?
Tonight at 8 on ESPN2. 8 Eastern on ESPN2.
So is this like a preseason game for high school?
No, it's a regular season game. They're just playing out of their division. You know, like your bigger schools, they play against other big schools to start the season.
Yo, you know what?
Kind of like how college is supposed to be.
Bro, it's like August the 16th. You know, we haven't done our family vacation yet. We're gonna be doing it next week, but it's like, bro, it's August 16th, and kids have already started going to school, right?
Yeah. My wife and son, they went back 2.5 weeks ago. They started the last week of July.
Wait, you got people going to school in July?
Yeah, down here at least. They started on
Wow,
whatever that Thursday was. They started on the Thursday.
That's crazy. So listen. So all right. So we got 7 days, right? 22 hours. What do y'all want to do for Monday night? Because we got to do something special. What do y'all want to see or do? Let me get some suggestions before we get up out of here. What do y'all want to do for Monday Night Football?
Maybe we just need to go in there and do our official predictions for CU. Maybe predict who's going to be the Heisman winner, who's going to be the national championship winner. You know, just go through the traditional predictions for the year.
Okay, so Monday Night Football, we're going to be doing some predictions. We're going to put up like award boards, and we're going to put up the award stuff and say, all right, and then go through each category and see if we can plug CU in any of these categories and come away with how many CU players or how many awards that CU can win. That'll work, right? All the way from the coaches to from the top to the bottom. That'll work for Monday Night Football, right? Because we're officially starting.
Yeah, I say that's
okay. All right, that works for me. So Monday night, I'll put it all together and have everything ready for Monday, graphics and all included. Hopefully, I have some time to do that because I have a lot of different channels to now feed content to. Hey man, Phil, thank you for coming on so late. DC, thank you for holding me down. I want to thank everybody in the comments. Surf, wearing lows, lounge, whatever it is. Stacy, I want to thank you. Thank you everybody for just making this channel a safe place. KMS, JR Boxing, you came kind of late there. I didn't see you there. Gerard, TH. Yeah, man. Everybody that's in the comments that had an opportunity to even bless my other channel, the Billionaires Mindset. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend, and I will see you. Get it? See you on the next live. I'm out of here. All right, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. DC and Phil, y'all have a great weekend, man.
all right, man.
You
Y'all
too,
be
bro.
blessed, man.
See you.
All right, take care. Peace. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. God bless. Have a great weekend. Peace out.